Hello, my name is Alexandria Lozowchuk, and today I'll be presenting on partner relationship quality and inflammation in the third trimester of pregnancy. In Canada, over 50% of the population was either married or living with a common law partner. And this is important because they work together in order to face adversity. However, we see health costs when those negative aspects of relationships outweigh the positives. And to go over some definitions about relationship quality, we have low quality relationships, which are high negative aspects, such as conflict, interference, and insensitivity. And then vice versa, we have high quality relationships, which are high in positive aspects like support and intimacy. We also have interacting definitions, such as indifferent relationships, which are low in both negative and positive aspects. And then ambivalent relationships are high in both positive and negative relationships. And this is where we see a gap in the literature, as there was the belief that positive and negative aspect measures of relationships were unrelated, and that research tended to choose only one or the other measure. Thus, there is a need to look at the interaction of these two aspects, as this commonly occurs in relationships every day. My partner loves to get on my very last nerve, but relationships can also get underneath their skin. Poor partner relationship quality is associated with increased inflammatory and reduced antiviral activity in non-pregnant adults. But what about a population with a unique immunological period? Inflammation and immune processes play a vital role from conception, labor, and delivery in pregnancy. This is a dynamic network where the beginning and end of pregnancy is in a pro-inflammatory state, and middle pregnancy is more of an anti-inflammatory state. Thus, there's a balance between these two. A dysregulation of these inflammatory systems may increase adverse pregnancy outcomes such as preterm birth, miscarriage, and preeclampsia, things which are harmful for both mom and baby. Thus, our objective was to examine whether partner support, partner conflict, and the support by conflict interaction predicts pregnancy inflammatory and antiviral relating circulating markers in the third trimester. Using data from the Healthy Babies Before Birth study, we were given access to use a secondary analysis. They looked at 194 pregnant women recruited between the 1 and 12 weeks gestation in the Los Angeles and Denver area. They looked at the full pregnancy and a year postpartum, looking at things such as the effect of vitamin D, changes in moderate altitude, and all the biopsychosocial factors that we were interested in. Again, we were only interested in looking at women in the third trimester pregnancy. Specifically, participants reported on a partner relationship support and conflict using the Social Support Effectiveness Questionnaire, in which looked at support and conflict. And they were asked such things such as, has your partner given you advice about a problem? Or has he criticized or been displeased with you, using on a 5-point Likert scale? Part 2 was that they were blood samples collected during the third trimester using the Mesoscale Discovery Multiplex, looking at 5 inflammatory markers, as well as collecting any covariates that could occur during the pregnancy that would have impacted the dependent variable. Using a linear regression analysis, we found that higher partner support was associated with lower pro-inflammatory interleukin-6, higher partner conflict was associated with higher antiviral interferon gamma, and that no relationships were found with pro-inflammatory tumor necrosis factor alpha or anti-inflammatory interleukin 10. But were there any support by conflict interactions? If I can draw your attention to figure 2, there was a support by conflict interaction with a neutrophil chemoattractant interleukin 8. Specifically, when the partner conflict was average or lower, so which is the blue bar, with lower partner support, it was associated with the lowest amount of interleukin 8. So what does this all mean? Partner relationship quality is associated with third trimester inflammatory markers in complex ways, and which needs further investigation. Romantic relationships could affect maternal inflammation during pregnancy, and this can affect outcomes such as preterm birth, miscarriage, and preeclampsia. Since we are only looking at 5 inflammatory markers in a robust system, this opens the door for future research of this nature into psychoneuroimmunology, specifically with populations that have a unique immunological period like pregnancy. Future steps in which I plan to see in my honors thesis is how third trimester markers also play a role in the trajectories of the postpartum period, and looking at the inflammatory markers in the 3rd, 6th, and 12th month postpartum. Most parents want the best for their children. So wouldn't you want to know the factors in your life that could positively or negatively impact yourself and your child? I want to thank my awesome supervisor, Dr. Kara Ross, and I wanted to mention that this research was funded by the Athabasca University through the Alberta Innovates Summer Studentship. And here are my references. I want to thank you for listening today, and I hope you have a fabulous rest of your day.